Ladies and boys and girls, experience for all ages, what's poppin'? I made an establishment, Townzie, bringing y'all another Hero City podcast. I was gonna say the number of it, but listen, I don't know. We out here. Got the squad with me. Got the homies, Emerald City. Look, appreciate y'all for coming through as per usual. Got Grin in the house again. My boy Dustan in here again. You feel me? Got the squad. We got 2 chapters to talk about this time. I'm saying. Homegirl Toga going crazy, you feel me? Listen, development. We coming, it's coming. Ochako development.
Yeah.
Toga development. Need all that. Need all that. It's crazy. That's yin and yang right there. Last chat, Dobby, my guy. One of the cleanest reveal. Like, obviously, it was obvious reveal, but a clean reveal nonetheless. I ain't got topics this time. We free balling.
No, we free balling tonight.
Yes, sir. No, but we can at least try. But we'll probably derail because it be like that sometimes. Try to start off with the chapter before. Was there anything like that stood out to y'all for the chapter before this one? Before we get into the meat of which is the goat Dobby, and then setting up and smoking on that Endeavor pack.
I was surprised at how fast Horikoshi got done with that.
I was kind of too, cause like I felt like one more whole chapter would have been perfect. One more full chapter of it would have been perfect, but you can tell he wanted to get here, where we at right now. You can tell because we went right back to the pacing that we was at.
Yeah, you got to the point. I mean, this chapter kind of ruined that chapter. Like not like. Just like that hype.
Yeah.
Yo.
yeah. That's why it's like, I can't imagine. You do comparison. It's like, all right, we about to talk about these 2 chapters. All right, the conversation we gonna have on one compared to the other.
Oh my god.
No doubt.
Well, I didn't say nothing for a second. I almost forgot what happened.
Damn, that's crazy.
But But that one, I feel like the transitions were smooth when we first started out with Ida, Nejire, then we switched.
I'm glad that showed that they was gonna be there too. I was very glad that showed that they was gonna be there.
Yeah. The Ida and Nejire stuff I actually really liked because it has been way past time to get development for her.
For literally both of them.
Like
Ida's is more like I think you were the one that brought it up, the fact that his shit was like basically off screen. I think you brought that up. I could be.
Yeah, like because, So the fact he's coming back into the spotlight is nice, and Nejire, she really needed it because she was the only one who, for some reason, wasn't showcased in the overhaul arc.
Listen, man.
No.
All the other girls. Her and all the other girls.
No.
What you mean?
Well,
she used
all the other girls.
She used her quirk, though. She used her quirk, man. Come on, man.
They got dropped off at the front door.
She used the spinny energy at one point, and I may or may not actually remember where it's from, but she used it.
They were sidelined so hard that Horikoshi tried to make up for it by putting her in a beauty pageant and having her win.
At least,
more like the big 2.5.
At least, like, Uraraka saved Night Eye's last few hours. You feel me? He's, you know what I'm saying? If she wasn't there, you know what I'm saying? He probably would have died right there. He probably would have died right there. Who's carrying him up? Who? Which one? Which one was carrying him up? I need to know. You know what I'm saying? We're rocking that song, you know what I'm saying? That you made there her little spinny energy for a little bit. Didn't you have problems with this chapter? Or problems with, my bad. I shouldn't say that.
No, I'm going through the previous chapter just so we can finish that up.
Well, that's what I meant. I meant with that one. You had said something about that. We gonna be boxing Sherm all day, apparently. Apparently we boxing Sherm all day. That's crazy.
So, we did get confirmation that Bakugo is still alive, which is...
Oh, we knew he wasn't dead yet.
Right. Yeah.
Ain't you mad as hell if he don't die, Dustin? Question mark.
They're starting to retreat. Let's see. Yeah. So, hang on.
It actually be like that. I like
how we see Ochako
Yeah,
notice how Toga was crying.
That's what I was gonna ask y'all, but keep going.
Yeah. That was.
Y'all, all of y'all.
Sorry. I was counting the pages that we actually had of like the Toga Ochako, and it was like 10 pages. So he spent half the chapter on it, which is good because after the build up that's been having for so long, that was absolutely needed. I liked her Zero Satellites. I thought that was good, but yeah,
I thought it was dope how she did it.
Ochako.
It's like she was flying across the room, up, boom, 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 touch. It's like, all right, that's quick thinking. I see you.
Yeah.
Them quick reflex, that's slept on. Quick reflexes. Quick reflexes and instincts. That's slept on. What do y'all think? Like? Do y'all think Toga was like happy crying or sad crying? Because
sad crying, 100% sad crying. Because I believe that when she first came in there, she was trying to find a way to like relate or connect to Ochako, but then after Ochako like decided that she wants Toga to take responsibility for her actions, it's like more of a kind of sad crying, because in the sense Toga is like saying that I'm not like, she believes that she is not a broken person, that she's not bad necessarily. She just feels that the way she goes on to kind of like, the way she shows her love towards a person is disturbing but natural for her, whereas for ordinary people that's just wrong. So she was trying to look towards Ochako to see if she could relate to her in the sense that the way that she loves Izuku as well, but that wasn't the same case. And because of what happened, it's definitely a case of where she's like, I would say kind of disappointed, and now has a clear vision of what must be done.
This might create the best rivalry in shonen.
Yeah, I was saying too. I was like, wait, can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
I was saying that because like kind of like what he was saying, that the way Toga was approaching Ochako the whole chapter, Ochako was reacting like how any quote unquote normal person would react to that. You know what I'm saying? But when Toga was started crying and Ochako saw that, it was like, wait, did I miss something? Because you may not understand the way Toga was acting, but you can understand, you can like relate to somebody crying. So when she was crying, it's like, wait, what did I miss? So I feel like from now on, Ochiko's gonna be trying to understand more to Toga because she's seen her crying, seen her weak kind of, and Toga's gonna be kind of like over that because of that situation.
It's already too late.
Right. Yeah. Like this was their one chance to like try and get Toga away from the league, and it didn't work. Toga now feels that the league is the only place she can belong. Normal society as it is right now will never accept her based on the interactions that she just had. But if they're gonna be the best rivalry, they still have that Suyu coming in as a third wheel every time, which is kind of funny that keeps happening.
But it's like Toga even wants it, like, because she's like, she wants to talk to Sue too. And I was like, I wonder. I was hoping we got that, man. I was really hoping we got that. I feel like.
Yeah.
I feel like Horikoshi didn't say that she was gonna say it for a reason. Maybe Sue getting there was the reason in the first place. It's like, foreshadowing that she was coming, but it's like, I want that conversation. I want that. I need that.
Because Sue pays a lot more attention than people give her credit for. She was the first one to tell.
Sue just slept on, period.
Well, yeah. Well, Sue told Deku on their way to the USJ that his quirk was like All Might's. Like, she's the one who first like started connecting the dots. He kind of brushed it off, and it hasn't gone anywhere. But she pays a lot of attention, and she's absolutely slept on. Like, she's one of my favorites, and y'all know that. So
yeah, definitely a goat. Nah, that's kind of precisely why I wanted that conversation. That's like, if I wanted to see how Ochako would react, I really wanted to see how Sue would react to like a situation like that, because it's like Sue and her have less in common with the Deku thing. Like, this is not the first time Toga's brought that up to her. So it's like it's like they have less of a, I don't think connection is the right word, but they have less of a connection. Right. But so I really wanted to see that, or would have wanted to see that.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
Wrong.
In the forest arc, Toga
Yeah.
got Ochako's blood, but not Froppy's. Like she cut Froppy's tongue with the knife, but didn't actually get any of her blood, right? Or is that unknown right now?
If she did, she never turned into her.
There we go.
Right.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Right,
if
right,
it is,
so
I think it's unknown.
yeah.
If so,
Right. So I'm just curious if she has if they like showed us her having that to pull out in the future.
No, I don't think they showed.
I don't
us.
remember. Okay.
And it's like I forgot that she had Ochiko's before she did. I was like, oh fuck. But nah.
But
Yeah,
yeah, that's
if they
the
did,
first
they
time they encountered each other, right? In the
Yeah.
forest training arc, and both of them were together as well.
Yep.
Same
Yeah.
Tsuyu and Ochako.
Yeah. Like those three keep finding themselves like, well, no, I'm going to go ahead and take that back because during the
Provisional license. Right?
yeah, exactly, during the provisional licensing arc, she wasn't
was
around for any of that.
She was I mean, that was a different scenario though. She was doing like covert ops things. She was under disguise. She was in disguise. She was in disguise. As Kami, so it's like she can't be that suspicious. So like there was, I don't want to say an excuse, but like there was a reason that she just didn't like that she wasn't with those two. But I mean, they didn't even know. They still didn't know. They still probably don't know. I mean, oh wait, no. Oh well, no, they don't know. They don't know that was her. Yeah, no, they don't know that was her at all. So it's like, I don't know. It is very possible, but they all do end up finding their way to each other. I mean, even then, wait, did she turn into Okacho that arc?
In provisional, yeah.
Oh, well,
that's how she was.
I'm counting it. I'm counting that.
Almost
I'm counting it. I'm counting it as them finding their way to each other. Because she turned into Okacho, and she was talking to Deku. Well, running them hands with Deku.
Yeah. I'm just saying, I'm the Froppy wasn't there as a part of the trio. Like that was only at the forest training, at the at Overhaul outside, and now here.
2/3. So you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Listen, it's still a good record, positive record. You know what I'm saying, positive record.
Yeah, positive.
It's about to
So,
be a fourth. Listener.
So a couple of things I had written down earlier, just random notes that I had or observations I had made. First is the first time Toga met Uraraka. That is like, basically we know that she uses a machine to compensate her weakness for extracting the blood, because like otherwise it would have to be done manual, and that's the main reason why she uses that weird machine kind of thing that's attached to her.
It's not ideal to walk up to somebody and try to be Dracula.
Yeah. So that's the forest training arc was the first time where she reveals like her intentions on why when she loves someone, she represents them by cutting them. But one couple more things we got to know was during the provisional license, when she came disguised as Kami, she told Deku early on that she's interested in certain individuals for information. That's probably why she kind of like extracts some people's blood and like goes after them specifically rather than ordinary heroes, which she just straight up kills them. It's also shown that Deku is kind of insightful and easy to like. He's kind of aware if somebody is not who they are, so which is, I feel like, one of the good things that Deku and even Ochako is shown to be kind of like aware that Kami is Toga during that provisional license, specifically when what do you call, she when she dresses herself up or turns into Ochako for the first time, and she's about to attack Deku. I remember that's when Zero and Ochako show up on scene, right, to counter her. So I think since then they've developed a kind of like awareness, I would say, and we also understand Toga's intentions, which is like she doesn't like anybody who isn't hero-like and is hypocritical by nature, which is why she kills those kind of people straight up. That's one of the reasons she's a Stain follower, and also she is used to having people misunderstand her and her intentions for wanting to injure them, because most people's natural first response is fear and concern for their self safety instead of coming from some sort of like source of selfishness.
I think Toga's problem is she could learn to. Yes, people do misunderstand you, but you could learn to not be selfish. You can't just walk up and suck somebody's blood. That just don't matter. That's rude. That's rude. You can't walk up and touch somebody, let alone walk up and suck their damn blood. That's crazy. That's wild. But that's I can't imagine she thinks about it that way, because it's like, well, first, she already don't care. People don't see her as normal. It's too late for that. So she's already don't really care about that part. But I feel like if anything, she would have been able to learn. It would have been that. But no, I agree with all you saying for the most part. It is definitely because of just, I was almost gonna say upbringing, but it's not her upbringing. It's just like how she grew up. Now, upbringing would be if her parents doing that, but that didn't happen.
I feel hers is more of, I don't know, I think it was the podcast before the previous podcast where Sherm brought up that sometimes quirks can develop like personalities and they directly affect the user. So I feel like hers is one of that case where her quirk ability is so prominent that it's actually affecting her point of view, or the way she views the world, or the way she goes about doing things.
I can see, like, I think that's plausible and makes sense, but it's like with her, like I was kind of, what I call it, the opposite is what I was thinking, because it's just like it's because of like what her quirk is, and like, and the fact that she can do what she do is why she likes it. But it's like, obviously we don't have a way to prove either or, so it's like I don't like, I like that. It's just like it just wasn't what I was thinking, but I do like that that train of thought.
I mean, like, because when we finally get a little bit of her backstory, we see her like sucking the blood out of that baby bird.
Yeah.
So her quirk at least gives her a hunger, at the very least.
Yeah.
Which is something that no one else has.
No, yeah, that definitely. That's why I was like, we can't.
Maybe Stain.
I surely can't just dismiss it but I like it, so that's not even what I'm really trying to say. But it's like, it's just, I guess, just not what I was personally like thinking. But I do like it though. Nah, but no, yeah, it was really clean. 2 chapters ago. What's it called?
And to be fair, like, I don't think Toga's gonna, like, she wouldn't have killed Ochako, not yet, because she knows that she could have killed her anytime. Like, I don't think Ochako's ready for Toga. Not
at all.
She is right now.
You think Ochako ready?
Right now, she even told her. She was like, "I got hands for you this time. It's not like last time."
See,
she already told her.
All right, but the other one been fighting Makia. But the other one, come on.
No. But nobody's able to keep up with Maki except for Shigaraki. Like, let's keep it real.
Come on.
They was running from Maki, and they wasn't fighting Maki.
They was getting beat up.
They was running for their lives against Maki. Hell no.
No,
I honestly don't think Ochako's ready for Toga, because
I think she's ready for it. I think she's ready for it. I just think she would lose.
Check out my baby. Fuck up.
I think she's ready for it. I just think she lose.
She might straight up die, because I don't remember. Wait, what was it? Maybe a couple, like maybe 10 chapters ago, when Toga first learns about Twice's death, and she just goes on a rampage dressed as somebody and takes down like 5 heroes. Just straight up with like decapitates like 5 people.
Yeah,
5
but that
heroes
was
are just walking.
That was a surprise attack, though. You know what I'm saying? She was dressed up as one of them, so she caught them off guard.
I mean, she could do the
That's
same
the
thing.
That's the benefit of her quirk.
Right, but I think, I think part of what I'm getting at is Toga will always have killing as an option on the table, Whereas
Any villain.
Also,
Yeah, but
Toga
that's
been brand for this. She been running from the 5-0 for her whole life. She been running from 5-0 her whole life.
Ochiko got hands though, man. She got hands, legit. In martial arts, she got hands though.
right, and when her hands worked on Monoma.
Damn, sir. Damn. I believe.
Like,
I think she can keep up. I just don't listen.
Her hands worked on Toga too.
She gonna have to show me some things. Toga
What you mean? She got hands worked on Toga too.
let that shit happen. She let that shit happen.
Nah, Toga ain't no.
When Toga wanted to get up, she got right back up. When Toga wanted to get up, she got
We'll
up.
see.
I wish her. See, I wish her.
Me too, bro. Me too, bro. Come on, man. Toga was going. Listen, Toga went crazy on them boys at NBA. She went crazy on their asses. What you mean?
She did.
She was going she went against 5 of their asses and curious while making shit explode, bruh. Nah. Ochiko not ready for that. She there. She ready. She just take that. She gonna have to hold that L. Horikoshi should have gave her that L. That would have been a lovely L. That's the L you learn from. That's the L you learn from. I would love to see that.
Ochako and Sue.
Huh? Wait, nah. I don't know. I don't think that's happening. No, if they was fighting and Sue that's literally what happened. Never mind. It was just I wanted to be longer.
If it is Ochako and Sue versus Toga, I see Sue dying to Toga for Ochako development. Which
remember I told you?
Yeah, nah. We can't do nah.
You told me, Vaughn.
Ain't no Sue death.
You told me,
ain't no Sue's dying. Ain't no Sue's dying, huh? Ain't none of that.
Hey,
nah.
Twice got off. That was her closest person to her, and for Ochako.
Yeah, but Sue was a student though.
Hey, it might have
to happen. That have to happen.
If all students are alive by the end of this arc, man.
Nah, they are. That's gonna happen. Sue's got plot armor.
Sue's got. You right. You ain't wrong.
They just got saved by Majestic. They got plot armor.
You not wrong.
Got plot armor at this point.
I mean, Bakugo plot armor kind of chipped.
Only one that's not. Yeah, Bakugo is the only one want to die because he's been put in death's door. So
and at this point, I don't think they'll have it.
Nah, he got hit in the vital spot. Even he
did get hit. I think he got hit in the spine. I'm pretty sure he got hit in the spine.
Sun Eater could legit be dead because he was out there fighting.
Yeah, but he's a different kind of student because he's like a third.
Right. He's a big three. That's crazy.
I don't think they go off screen my guy.
Off screen a lot of niggas.
I'm still
I'm a G.
We don't know if those guys are dead or not. As I said, on the last podcast, depending on when all of this is over and the casualties are counted and we actually see who's alive, who's dead, who's injured, I think it might be a little underwhelming, potentially.
But he should be dead because of where he was at. Because they said everybody if they didn't move them from right there, they would have died.
They made it look like it's how they made it seem, but other shonen have done that in the past and people have been fine.
I can see Fat Gum protecting Sunny to right at the end before shit happens. Because last time we saw both of them, they were in that panel where
don't take Fat Gum away from Sherm too. He gonna lose all his favorite characters. You're not allowed to have favorite characters. You just not. Stop it. Stop having favorite characters.
It happens.
Didn't you say you like? Man, I almost said
don't.
Nah.
Don't.
Nah, yeah, you can't have no more fucking favorite characters. That one, I'm blaming it on you. That one that I'm thinking about, is your fault. I'm not naming names.
I know.
One thing okay.
No, you good.
Oh, okay. So one thing I've always thought about is if Amajiki is killed off, then it has to be in a way where I need Lemillion to come back, and it's the perfect moment for him to come back. His best friend,
and it's you can't
dying, and he comes back.
Him. That's how you said that's his best friend, bro. We got moments with that guy. You can't off screen that man. I need just like how he had a final stand, not a final stand. He fought against 3 motherfuckers in the what's it called? Shihisaki arc. Yeah. In that arc, I need him to have a final stand and just fucking get stabbed by 80 niggas or some shit because like or something because it's like nah, dog. He had this dope ass final stand with 3 people right there. Don't off screen my guy, huh? And that's not even one of my favorite characters. Not even close. But like that's my guy. Don't fucking nah.
So even if he is only seriously injured, with Bakugo being seriously injured as well, think of the Kirishima development.
It's time.
His growth is going to be huge because he's closely connected to Bakugo and Sun Eater.
You said what again?
Dude,
yeah.
Remember that panel when he's running through the fire to save what's her name?
Mina,
yeah, and with Tetsu, and Tetsu like this dude, he's unaffected by fire, even though, even though
Tetsu times 4 had to like sit in an oven to train his body
to
withstand the fire.
Goat.
Kirishima has had such crazy development this arc.
Goat.
He climbs up Maki.
He climbed the individual, chucked that mug, bro. I was so like, bro, why don't Maki just like swat it out the way? And then Togo was like, nigga, no. I was like, damn, come on, man. I was happy mad because you know what I'm saying, that's my girl, but like, damn. And
he had a back. It was fine.
When he gonna knock out, he still made it here. Why are you here? You ate sedative. Go to sleep.
One thing I can almost 100% guarantee, we're getting Bakugo's hero name.
I need that in my life. What y'all think? Go ahead, spit some names.
Genius is making his way here. He's gonna reach the scene and give we're gonna get his name.
Can't wait till he tells Genius his hero name is Kachan. I can't wait.
You mean Mr. Combustion Man?
Mr. Combustion, you love it, man. That's a throwback. What's it called? We got Mr. Combustion Man. No, what's it? Who else am I thinking of? What? Kirishima. We got the Boulder.
The Boulder.
The Boulder. No.
Watch it be something actually good.
What you think? You got a name in mind?
I don't have a name in mind, but I feel like his name might be a throwback to the old Bakugo, or maybe like
King Explosion Murder.
It won't be like not like that. Yeah, it'll be something where like
I know what you mean.
Might be something that like a throwback to something that a promise that he might have made with All Might, regarding like what he has to do as a possible. Now, like probably now that he knew Deku's kind of like his thing, so probably like as his guardian or as his someone to surpass, one for all. So maybe he might be something else. Like, but definitely it's gonna be like a moment. It's gonna be an iconic moment.
So yeah, it's like possibly something that we haven't seen yet. Is what you mean? That would be dope. He made like a promise to somebody. That would be clean. It's got to be something meaningful. He said Bakugo don't care about
be Kachan.
That's what I want it to be. That's what I want it to be.
I only want it to be that if he died.
I am still hoping for
that shit. Kind of a weak ass name.
Yeah, I'm still hoping for Best Bomber as a throwback to Best Genist.
Huh?
No,
Best Bomber.
Why is that trash? That is not trash.
Yeah,
Best Bomber. That's trash.
The word I would use is corny, but I would not turn up my nose at the word trash.
Wait, the best what?
I wouldn't turn my nose up to trash, but I would call that shit. I was saying this. I said it was corny. No, he said Best Bomber.
Oh yeah.
I just said it was corny, but I'm not gonna turn my nose up to the word trash. I'm not gonna say it, but I'm not gonna turn my nose up to the word trash.
I would actually say something. His hero name has to do with the word victory.
Was it Twitchy that said Ground Zero?
Yeah, a lot of people said that too. I'm not mad at that.
Ground Zero be hot. That'd be raw. Not gonna lie, that'd be raw as fuck. Huh?
It could be so related to All Might. Hey,
All bomb
victory. Like
Bon Voyage.
It's not gonna be hard.
Bon Voyage. I hate heart.
Boring vibe. Why is Hart even here? He's a My Hero hater. Get out of here.
That's not your heart. Not your heart. Oh wait, yeah. No. Yeah, that's the thing. How is he a My Hero hater when that big long ass chapter is from it's a My Hero thing? He's right. He ain't no hater. He capping. He is capping. He just like to throw smoke.
Yeah, these fan fiction about a series you love.
It's Hunter stands. They just love the smoke. They say, yeah, call your shit goated, nigga. Call it goated. Call it goated if you want to.
Go write a Hunter fanfic.
What? That's what I'm saying. What that said. He doesn't think he can. He doesn't think he can compete with the psychological views, the physiological views of his god Togoshi. He couldn't do it. I don't think Heart don't want to disrespect Togashi like that. That's gonna be something like the answer. No, I like. I also like Ground Zero. I want Kacchan and Ground Zero. Those are my two picks. I want Kacchan though. I feel it with it being mid, cause it's mid. But like, you know what I'm saying, it's mid that I want. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's mid that I want. That'd be clean to me. Deku Kacchan, that'd be raw. That's clean. Cause Deku's mid as fuck too, huh?
Right after. As long as he died right after.
He said he died right after. All I'm saying, it's got to be meaningful to Bakugo because obviously he don't give a fuck about nobody or their opinions. But he said, I need to let Best Genius know. That's like, damn, go ahead, sir. But it's like, no, I think what's up?
You were right. It did go through his spine when I saw the panel.
That's actually what I think that was what I was about to say. That's funny as hell that we both. But that was what I was about to say. No, yeah. I think you can just see it go through his stomach and it's just like in the middle of his back, and there's only one thing that's in the middle of anybody's back. So I was like, I think he could like, what if he a paraplegic? You know,
that's what I was gonna say.
My bad. I'm sorry. No,
that's good. That's good because that means like we're both thinking that he might he might have to do more than ordinary work to become a hero again.
Hey man,
if he's paralyzed.
They call him young Oracle, nigga. What you mean?
If they put him in a wheelchair instead of the gray, I'm gonna be so hot.
Yeah, that's supposed to be Endeavor Place. A fucking wheelchair. I mean, getting your quirk stole. Now he about to get his life stolen.
Yeah, that's happening.
Smoking on that Endeavor pack next week, baby. Speaking of which, we can go ahead and get to this chapter now. Boy, Horikoshi in his bag. The reveal was just so nice. It was obviously obvious, but the execution was. I know Sherm loved the execution too. This was Sherm's favorite chapter. If y'all didn't know, it was his favorite chapter in the arc. He loved it. He loved the execution, everything about it. Nah, like I've been saying for the past all of these damn podcasts. The reason he got Skeptic is so he can air this man Endeavor out, and it is time. I've been saying it. He came and like did exactly what I said he was gonna do. It's time to air this man out. Dirty laundry. Now he getting smoked out.
Been waiting for that. He been practicing in front of the mirror every day.
Y'all, how many times y'all think he done dyed his hair and poured water on it? He said, if I pour water on it at this exact angle, this will get all the dye out, all of the dye. It'll get all of it out. It's like, motherfucker, what? No, I really like the reveal. What's up, Grant?
Sorry, I was like, I just got up. So I'm still like half asleep. But yeah, the reveal isn't what's surprising, but what's surprising is the way it was executed and the fact that for the last 2 podcasts you've been calling out the fact that Skeptic's going to be utilized in the way he was utilized.
That's why I'm like, because it didn't happen exactly how I wanted it to, but it happened better than I thought it would have, which is what I liked. Because I thought it was just going to be live. Like, he, like, Skeptic and them somehow, like, obviously, I don't know why I was thinking that they didn't have a fucking camera. But, you know what I'm saying? Maybe he pointed his laptop or some shit. We saw that he clearly had his laptop. But, I was thinking it was going to be live, and they'd be like, hey, how you doing? Here's my dad, blase. Nope, did it better. They said we got a pre-recorded broadcast message. I'm like, whoa, not a pre-recorded message. My man about to put his heart on his sleeve for the world. Oh, okay. Okay, Heart. I'm tired of I can't stand Heart. Chapter was a 4 out of 5, 4 or 5 out of 10 for me. Shut up, Heart. Stop it. Dobby want to be Obito so bad. Shut up, Heart. I can't stand you. I can't. Listen, if you wonder who I'm talking to, maybe you should pull up to the stream while we streaming as opposed to the premiere or just the YouTube video. That's all I'm saying every Monday. No, it was a clean ass reveal. It was done. I just like the execution. Like, obviously, I thought that's how it was gonna happen, but like, he did it better than what I expected. The pre-recorded message was extra crispy to me. Thoughts, friends?
Todoroki, like, we finally got to see what Todoroki learned after doing the Endeavor training arc.
Mm-hmm.
Thermal Revolution and Fast
Yes. What's it called? The paneling was clean on this chapter too. Like, I really like the panel. Like it was a panel where Dobby was just like dancing on his Michael Jackson shit, and then like the you could see the camera slowly getting closer to Endeavor and Shoto as they both like slowly losing their minds. And it's like, first off, personally, some things got to happen for me to believe Endeavor survived in this arc. Because Dobby himself said, I was about to murk that nigga Shoto until you became number one again. Now I get to rip that from you. And it's like, well, that definitely means you about to run his entire fade, don't it? You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's what that means. He didn't explicitly say that, but like, as far as I'm concerned, fades are being ran. Like, he said, I want to murk Shoto. Why would he just take your career away instead of killing you? Take your career away, then kill you. That's what, well, I mean, maybe he want him to live with that, but I just can't see it.
I mean, I would low-key like to see Endeavor survive because of all the character development he's been given. And if Dobby did kill Shoto, so Endeavor actually had to live with a dead child he knows is dead, that would be a horrible end for him, worse than death.
You're right.
So I actually think I would like that. I would like that on that more, especially if he ends up losing his quirk as well. Like, doesn't have his quirk, doesn't have his family. Everyone knows, no one likes him, gets run out.
I just feel like that'll be more distracting to the actual plot, and this story is not about Endeavor.
And you have to understand, I'm being selfish, okay? I want to like Dobby more than I do, and him killing Endeavor. I'm being selfish, alright? Murk that man. Get him out of here.
Also, the fact that Endeavor said, so Endeavor was giving himself a pep talk when he's trying to fight against Makia, and he's like, I have a half a lung left to fight. I'm like, what are you doing with half a lung left on the battlefield? You're not gonna survive this. You're dead.
You're on the ground like Deku.
Chill out. Come on, dog. Why Deku had to catch an elbow just now? Why he had to catch that ball? I don't understand. Alright, so the majority of us enjoyed the reveal for the most part. Sharon, how you feel about the reveal, cousin?
I still gave it a 7. Like, I didn't not enjoy it. I just think that it could have been done better, and I know that a lot of it is just my personal distaste for Dobby as a character to begin with.
Let's go break that down, brother man.
Yeah. So a lot of that is because when I first started to read manga, I got on Reddit, and I went to all of the anime and manga Reddits, and every time Dobby was mentioned, all these theories about who he was, what he is, it's this. It just got so overwhelming and annoying to look at day after day. And then Horikoshi just kept teasing us. He should have let us, the audience, he should have confirmed it for us, the audience, and built up the anticipation that way so we could better see what the characters in world would react to him being a Todoroki, because there are certain authors who do tease you and tease you and tease you just to do the opposite thing. So you still had to have that 15% doubt that he might do something really stupid here and flub this.
Okay,
like
but
if I would have known, like I
did know though.
No, because Horikoshi has messed up writing before, and so have other
Where?
authors to try and trick people and
Where?
trick the audience. I
Where?
didn't want that to happen.
Where?
see, but
Horikoshi
but hold
messed
on,
up
but
before?
but it didn't happen though. See, that was, I feel like, was maybe you was playing mind games with yourself because you thought it could happen, but it didn't. So it's like, upon reread, I think you're gonna feel different. I think you're gonna feel different upon reread, whenever that is.
I might when I binge the arc afterwards, because I do read weekly and then I binge the arc. I just it like if he had if he had told us before the
He
audience
did, though.
confirmed it. No, he teased us. He never outright
He
told
gave us.
He
He
teased
gave us so many foreshadowing hints that this was Dobby. Like everybody, see, this is
Right,
This is,
but
this
there
is
were
my
also-
issue.
there
This is
were
my
also
issue
theories.
because whoever was making them other theories was stupid. Because everybody knew that it was Dobby. Horikoshi wasn't teasing him to be nobody else. Like either was Dobby or you couldn't give us anybody else he could be. My issue with this, the people reacting to this chapter is that it's not the My Hero haters. It's people that I know that read the story and know what's going on, having a problem with the reveal, and that makes no sense to me because it's like the whole My Hero community was in agreement for like over a year that this arc is coming and we expect that Dobby's gonna reveal he's Toya. Like we all agreed on that, and then when we get to the reveal, these people are saying, "Oh, it was so predictable. It was so obvious." I'm like, bro, what?
Well, it's not really what Sherman's saying, but I actually agree. I agree with what you saying, but it's not really what Sherman's saying. But I damn sure agree with you saying because motherfuckers been saying it. It's like that's not the point, and obviously, obviously, like, but nah. I get what you're saying about like the whole build up and how it should have been different. What's it called, Sharon? But it's just like it was like I feel like he was making it like painfully obvious on purpose, but it's like of course there could be a curveball thrown, but it's like that. Yeah, it could have been a curveball thrown, but it wasn't. You know what I'm saying? It's just like since it's like that, I just think that reread is gonna hit different. I just think that reread gonna hit different, man.
And
I don't know.
it may, especially if we learn more about Dobby and if I actually like him as a character when I reread.
Yeah,
But
because I like this. I'm still trying to
the
get somebody
fan-
like me as I don't
like,
like Dobby. I still don't give a fuck about that man. I agree with that.
The fandom just made me hate him, so I just didn't care. Like as I said in the Discord, I am more relieved that this chapter happened than I am satisfied with the fact.
I can understand that. I can understand that because I remember beforehand.
And I absolutely don't want to feel that way about a story that I'm reading, and it's absolutely my fault for getting involved in the Reddit before I knew it was a cesspool. At
least you know it's your fault.
Absolutely, it's my fault.
Y'all hear that? Honesty around here. What you talking about? We hold L's because that's exactly what this is. No, I understand what you mean. I disagree, but I understand. My background, you go.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not really a person who I didn't really go into the Reddits or go into like the fandom or things like that. I'm purely focused only for the manga and like I've been reading it. But like, I agree with Dustin. I mean, it couldn't have been anybody else because right from the forest training arc, we've seen we've seen Dabi refer to Todoroki as Todoroki or Endeavor, and like every encounter that we've seen Dabi, he seems to be like it is hinted, but it's kind of like a blatantly obvious hint who he was. And the main thing is, I'm not really concerned with him revealing to us, the audience, because we already knew who he was. But what I like the most is the fact that when he revealed it to the characters in the show or in the plot, that is more effective. Like that's what I'm focused on. It doesn't matter whether he revealed it to us. That's not the important part. The important part is that he revealed it to his family, to Todoroki and Endeavor the way he did, and that's why I think this chapter is really good.
And it's like
that's why I keep it at a high regard.
It's like I think this just came to mind as you was saying that, but it's like I think he very like how you wanted, Sherm. He could have like revealed it sooner, but it's like even that still, I think that would have took away from this scene right here, because like this is supposed to like, yes, of course we halfway knew the whole time. We were supposed to halfway know the whole time. But it's like the confirmation comes when he's airing out this man's dirty laundry to the world. So it's like, to me, like if we would have already known, like I would have just been looking at the chapter like, it's a shame.
And to me, he couldn't have revealed it sooner, because when Dabi first got introduced, the first thing he said was, "I'll reveal my name at the appropriate time." It's the first thing he said.
Right.
So he couldn't have revealed it in any other. Off screen, like to another character or to himself in the mirror, like it had to. That's why Horikoshi was like, we like, even when we like, I remember Townzie, like when we had to seen the flower in the chapter, like if you was reading the story, you got so hyped seeing the flower because you was like, oh shit, it's time. Like Endeavor gave her that flower, Dabi's on the TV, like we know what we about to get to. Like it's like him, all the stuff Horikoshi is like he knows how smart his readers are or he expects him to be. Is like all this stuff that he puts in the story without having to say it in the dialogue box. Like I don't have to specifically, like, you know why this flower is there. Like this, you know why this flower is front and center. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's dope to me.
Right.
Like we know, y'all know Dabi is Toya, and that's why I'm gonna reveal it halfway through the chapter and not leave it as a cliffhanger, because this reveal is not about the reveal. It's about what it's about to affect.
Yeah.
How's it about to affect what's it gonna do for the story? Not that you're surprised that it's you're not. You shouldn't be surprised at this story. The character should be, but not you.
Yeah, it's an iconic moment where Hero Society kind of gives up on their heroes, because if Dabi didn't reveal it right now, then they would have supported Endeavor, because Endeavor was obviously fighting two villains at the same time, and he's like making his second big stand after the entire Hayam Nomo and stuff situation. So this is by far the perfect time to throw the Hero Society into a loop, saying that look at this, your number one hero raised a villain, not just any villain, one of the like worst villains possible, and because of all the things he did, he is where he is, and it's just it's so deep, and yet I feel like it's so perfect for Dabi, because that's the shit Dabi would do anyway, because he is Dabi.
I had to channel. I had to channel my inner high school English. Listen, this is a great example of dramatic irony. Continue, Sherm. I had to flex for the one time.
I mean, I absolutely understand what it means. What it means for the story, Hero Society as a whole, and this and that. I just, for me personally, I would have liked to have him confirm for us in the fight with Hawks, so we would have, in that blackout text bubble, so we could have, so everyone could have been in agreement when he meets Endeavor, shit's going down,
But we already were in agreement. It was like an unspoken agreement in the community for like almost a year, if not longer, that Dabi's gonna reveal itself to Endeavor. Like, we kept saying the things that we expect from this arc, and that was like on the top of the list for so long.
Yeah.
So I just don't get it. And you know what I hate too? What people say is predictable. Like, that's just the wrong word. Yeah. It wasn't predictable. Sherman said that, but there's people on Twitter saying that.
I agree with you. No, it's not. You're right. That's just not the right word. That's just not it. It's not. It's just like we knew. Like, Horikoshi gave us the clear tell signs to know, and we were supposed to put it together ourselves. But
I feel like what he sent to Hawks, obviously he said he's Endeavor's son, but I feel like that's not it. I feel like he did say a little bit more than that.
Had to be, because like that was, and I really hope so too. I really hope so.
My idea is that I think So we know that Hawks is with the Hero Commission, and I've been like thinking about that maybe. So we know that Toya apparently died in a giant accident, right? But it's quite possible the Hero Commission found Toya after he had supposedly died, and they just never went on going on to tell Endeavor. And obviously, Toya or Darby being him, he doesn't give a shit about the Hero Commission.
It was either Sherm or Twitchy, I think. But didn't one of y'all say that Toya might have just like been a part of that of that
program thing?
yeah, the program. One of y'all niggas said that. I don't know.
Portia,
Portia.
and Twitchy, they were on about that.
Okay.
I don't.
Yeah, Portia. That was definitely Portia.
I don't necessarily think that the Hero Commission is like outright evil or antagonistic. I just think that they are inept as fuck. Like they just don't know what they're doing. They're too wrapped up in their bureaucracies to make anything good happen. But I don't think they're like out for evil.
I actually believe the Hero Commission is actually a kind of like a, so we all obviously have like the good section of the Hero Commission that's like supporting the heroes and active thing, but I also feel like there is a second half to the Hero Commission where they're kind of like this mysterious shady like organization that's pulling like strings from the shadows, right? And I think they obviously had something to do with Darby's creation, or Darby, the persona Darby specifically, his creation after the incident with Toya. It's quite possible that the one in charge of the association probably recovered Toya, and they may have recovered his body from the crash and given it to the doctor, who then obviously tried to assemble Toya's body and tried to fix him. I feel like the Hero Commission, they are the ones who probably had something to do with the fourth user as well. Which is something I've been working on. Like I have a decent theory on what I think the Hero Commission was in charge of the fourth user's death.
I need you to drop that theory, cousin. Go ahead. Work that fire. Work that fire, sir.
I just think we are giving them way too much credit.
Who? Horikoshi?
The Hero Commission.
Oh, okay.
That's possible.
That's very possible. That is very, but it's just like that potential is just so there. I just think I think it's worth to do so, and if it doesn't happen, I'm not mad because of the other things that have already been built up. I could see like maybe Horikoshi's been planting these seeds this whole time, and he's obviously been waiting to water them. That is very possible, but it's like if he hasn't actually been planting seeds and we've been talking crazy this whole time, I ain't mad. I ain't mad.
That's the other great thing about this reveal, though, or quote unquote reveal, is that he really knew was that Darby was Toya, and nothing really else. So what happened at we don't know the events around his death. We don't really know. We don't know what happened after that. Like how did they think he was dead, but he wasn't really dead?
Yeah.
Where did he go after that? What did he do? What other experiences did he have? Like all of that is really fit to open up a whole nother. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like and hope we about to get into that in next chapter. I feel like and I hope if it don't happen, I can see it happening, and I could just as easily see it not happening, but I want it bad, but like bad.
Because I feel like
like
that pre-recorded. I feel like that pre-recorded is not finished.
Oh no!
Ian has said it'd be dope if like
that's
the
not
next
enough.
2 chapters would be like Toya Todoroki origin and then Dabi origin.
That's what
the next 2 chapters.
Ooh.
Yeah, like I feel like the pre-recorded.
I be talking to him, but nah, he don't be on here.
I feel like the pre-recorded message has been ongoing, and we haven't seen all of it. So
I feel like we're still gonna be seeing it next chapter.
Right. Like it's probably going to be like playing on a loop. So we're probably going up to see different pieces from different characters' perspectives, and after a chapter or 2, we'll get the full story because it keeps cutting back from the pre-recorded to him talking directly to Endeavor and vice versa. And in the fan scans, Dobby says that the past never forgets.
Mm.
And in the official, he
Past
says
never
the
dies
past
or something like
never
that.
dies. What do you guys think is better?
I like
I
the scans
think
better
that's-
this chapter.
I actually
I think so too.
I don't with that. I didn't read the official yet, but with that, how you just said that to me sounds like damn near actually the exact same. Like that wouldn't have affected me any different. I would have thought the exact same thing. The past never dies. The past never forgets. To forget is to die. You know what I'm saying? That specifically don't change nothing for me. But again, I still haven't read the official.
That's
That
your One
line,
Piece talking.
that line is pretty deep because it says that because it has like two really good meanings. First is obviously that three things. First is no matter how much shit you do now, if you were a terrible person back then, you have to keep owning up to it and you have to keep working towards that. You never like revert to that. Second, it means that the hero society or society in general will not forget your actions and will be extremely strict about you and will always have that kind of eye of recognition of who you were, what you did before, and they're not going to forget about you. And then the third and the most impactful for me is that I liked how when Darby says that he's pointing at himself, so it's kind of saying I will never die, I will never forget, like I'll never forgive you, kind of.
Yeah, like he's the past.
That little double
Yeah.
meaning right there.
Yeah,
was clean.
but with Natsu in the past, in that Endeavor training arc, they already kind of dealt with the fact that forgiveness isn't wanted or needed by Endeavor. He's not looking for forgiveness. He's fine with his sons not forgiving him. So
But
it kind of already.
I agree with that, but it's like that's all fine and dandy, but here we gonna throw it up in your face and see how you feel about it. Still, that's still
Yeah.
like he's still at that time he's still under the impression it's like fuck, I fucked up my family because of my dead son. Fuck, my
Right.
dead son is back and trying to kill my family, and like that's where it's like. Now it's like, okay, now you're getting
Right,
he did do
so-
that, but it's like now we testing
So-
you. Now it's like you must be
Right.
tested on it. You can talk
So-
about it, but are you about to be about it? Because I don't think so.
So
We'll see.
personally, I don't think any of his family relationships are gonna change. I don't
Endeavor?
think. I don't. Right. I don't think anyone. I don't think that Fuyumi, Natsu, Shoto, Rhea. I don't think any of them are going to look at Endeavor differently because of this, and they shouldn't, because they kind of already blamed him for the death.
Well,
It's
I'm
how Hero Society is going to react to it, and how the common people are going to look at him. That's
talking
what he
about-
now has to
I'm talking about the
face.
situation in Endeavor himself, because it's like he was the one that's like I'm fine with this happening or whatever happening. That was before he found out the man was alive. That was before he found out that he was like, I was
Yes.
about to, because like he said, I was about to kill Shoto. His mistake,
Right.
like that's where it's like you can like sure you can say that like I'm fine with you not forgiving me or whatever. Him not being if he were to be fine of Dabi not forgiving him, that is him being fine with Dabi pulling up and killing Shoto. That is him being fine with Dabi pulling up and killing Endeavor. So it's like for me, it's like that's I just no, I just can't.
When I wasn't specifically talking about Dabi, I was talking about Fuyumi, Rei,
Okay.
and Natsu and Shoto. I don't think any of their feelings towards Endeavor or the situation changes.
No, I
because-
think I
Well, I
think
don't
it
think-
changes. I think it changes because I feel like they were warming up
They
slowly
didn't-
to the. No,
they
let me
didn't-
I don't
finish.
think
No.
so.
I feel like they was
No.
warm. No, I
Fuyumi
no, I feel
is
like
at
they-
least. Fuyumi
No,
loves
hold
him.
on. Hold on, let me
They've
finish.
lived through.
They was. I'm saying, but they was because like this. You got to think about it. In their mind, Dabi is dead, right?
Yeah,
Mm.
that's
And
what I'm
time
saying.
has passed, and Endeavor's trying to change, and they know Dabi's dead. They can't change the past, and they was kind of warming slowly up to the idea. Like Natsu was fighting against himself because, he wants that love from his dad. He always did, but at the same time, you did what you did, but you seeing him honestly trying to change you never seen before. Same thing with Shoto. Fuyumi was already on the idea of warming up, and Rei
Mhm.
seemed like she was even warming up
Yeah.
to the idea. but then Dobby is alive and this is the outcome of what he's been and what he's turned into. That's gonna jar all that's gonna bring all that shit back to zero.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Like,
I definitely think that the reveal has had some impact towards their family.
Maybe for like not to, for sure.
Yeah, like I don't think it's going to make them hate Endeavor anymore because he had no idea.
I thought you were saying they was not gonna come around to him anymore because of this.
No. Right. I'm just saying, because they live well with Natsu being dead, they can't blame Endeavor that Dobby's alive, that Toya's alive. They can't blame that.
Yeah, but they can blame him from what he is now.
But they already do.
I don't think now. I see what you're saying, Sherm, and I don't think they're gonna hold this. I don't think they're gonna hold this over him. I thought you were saying like because of like this, they might go back. They might just not. Oh well, I guess that's the same thing. That if they don't like fucking come around to him no more, but I still think they're gonna come around to him. Like I don't think that's gonna stop that. I don't think this is gonna bring it back. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I still think he's gonna die. I still think we smoking on that Endeavor pack. But like, it's just that I was just thinking about it differently. I thought you was saying like that was gonna happen. I guess. No. Maybe I'm disagreeing with Dustin.
See, if
you are, because I think this is gonna change it back like worse.
So you think they gonna dislike him and go back to disliking him for it?
It's gonna be kind of forced because it's like this is Dobby.
I can see that happening, like Vontae said. I think it could happen like Natsu. I think it could happen with like Natsu. I don't think it's gonna happen with Shoto. I don't think it's gonna happen with Ray. Maybe with Ray. I surely don't think for Yumi. I
actually think it's the opposite. So it's more of like I feel like every single one of them that we've met so far will have a different individual response. I feel like Natsu, who's been busting Endeavor's balls this entire time, basically saying that, I feel like he will grow a little bit more softer, seeing that his brother is alive. And if Endeavor does die, definitely he's going to go a little bit more softer.
Yeah. I think all of them going softer if he die. Yeah, especially
Puyumi on the other hand, who has seemed so distant, and seemed so like non-confrontational, kind of like where she's like, I want everybody in my family to be peaceful. I don't want them to fight. I don't want all of that. She's gonna turn into kind of a more like apprehensive, kind of like be aware and like take a more prominent role in that sense. And Ray she was doing such good progress.
Yeah, she might
progress. Yeah, she's gone.
And it's like say Dobby does kill Endeavor. I wondered. Now we talked about how Ray would feel about it, but it's just like Dobby went to Natsu crying apparently every time this shit happened. Okay. And then, like, obviously, the shit happened to Shoto, too. So he got this disdain for Endeavor. But it's like, as these last few arcs have been coming around, he's been fighting with himself to try to come around for Endeavor, because Endeavor's fighting with himself to try to be a better father, family man in general. So he's fighting with himself. So the one who was upset, crying to him, Dobby, comes through, kills the pops that he's kind of trying to fight with himself to rekindle. That I'm wondering, like, where does his mind snap?
That's what I'm saying. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great character development for Todoroki.
I'm talking about all the Todorokis, yeah. But I was talking about like Natsu specific. I'm talking about Natsu.
I'm talking about Natsu.
Yeah, I'm talking about Natsu. That's just a potential theory I'm thinking about. But my bad.
He's gonna have so much regret if Endeavor dies. He's gonna be filled with regret.
That's what I'm wondering. I wonder if it's regret or it's like, because keep in mind, Dobby was the one crying to him about Endeavor, so I think that's gonna if this is how it's happened, that's gonna hurt Natsu like bad. Like Natsu's going to be hurting bad. Obviously, everybody is.
Natsu's gonna think like, what the hell? The brother I supported turned a villain, and now the father who I've been busting like.
But it's the father's fault.
I thought. Yeah, I agree, but then he would have that regret like. Toya is not dead. I've been a little too harsh on Endeavor. I know how shitty of a person he was in the past, but if he's dead and my brother killed him, and he's like, maybe I could have done something. He'd have that kind of dread in him where he's like, maybe I could have done something here, maybe I could have done something here, maybe I should have said something better. Or
But see, the thing is,
that's
my
gonna have
bad.
his thing.
The thing is, Toya isn't dead, but he is dead.
Yeah, he is. His persona is dead. Darby is more prominent than Toya now. Even though they're both the same person, it's just that the innocence of Toya is gone and you have Darby now.
That's why it's like the Todoroki family, the whole, all that. I love that. This. I think this is my favorite. Yeah, it's easily my favorite plot line, and I think it's my favorite plot line in My Hero. Period. Yeah, it surely is. It surely is.
Definitely
All of this is way more interesting than Deku or anything going on with him or Bakugo.
Why did Deku just take another elbow?
Man, I want Endeavor to live so we can have more of this and see them work through this.
But I don't want that.
I think that's gonna be through Dabi. I think that's how it is now.
Dabi and Todoroki and Shoto, because I feel like that's gonna take
over.
That's gonna be it's not the Endeavor story,
right?
You know what I'm saying?
Like
all this stuff that we've been getting with Endeavor, I feel like was to push the narrative to a certain direction, and I feel like if you keep doing it past this point, then you're making it more about Endeavor than it is about what the story is supposed to be about.
I think when it comes to them, we got to think more of less as individual, but more of the Todoroki family, as opposed to just like Endeavor, Shoto, and them. It's like this is their story. I think this is going to be how a Todoroki becomes not the strongest hero, but like that dude, like, you know what I'm saying, on the All Might status, but not your obvious most powerful, but like that status though. I'm listening, Grin. My bad. I cut you off 6 times. Grin, cousin, brother, uncle.
Nephew.
Think about the worst case scenario for this.
Yeah.
Endeavor dying and Ray breaks and either goes unconscious or just loses her mind. Todoroki is essentially losing both his parents.
Oh yeah.
Like,
oh, that would suck. Yeah. Mom's crazy, dad's dead.
Man.
Yeah.
And in a way, he's already kind of
worst case scenario in my mind is Endeavor dying and his family forgiving him. Like, I would be pissed if that happens. That is the weakest way out. Like, if he dies, their feelings need to stay the same. They don't need to make him a saint after he dies. That happens in so many stories.
I agree.
I don't think
but I also don't.
I don't think that's how it happened.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think they're gonna make him a saint, but I also don't think they're gonna like have the same amount of hatred that they had when he was alive.
Right. I'm just saying that happens in other stories and it happens in real life all the time. As soon as people die, they're saints, and people forget about all the bad things that they did that also made up who they were.
I just think it's gonna be
I don't want to see that happen here.
If it happens, I think it's just gonna be a good ass moment, like how Twice's was. Like Twice wasn't a saint, but we knew he needed fucking help. It's like we like. I just think it's gonna be not on some needed help type shit, but it's like, damn, he was really like coming around. It's like something gonna give us them fifis, and he don't need to like be redeemed to get them fifis. You feel me?
So one thing I've noticed is I just thought through this, but say Endeavor dies. Darby becomes the symbol of Endeavor's hatred, or like everything that was bad with Endeavor is represented by Darby, and everything that was good in Endeavor is represented by Shoto when they finally have that final encounter.
I think more so that Darby and that they're gonna be trying to resolve all of the family issues through. Like, I feel like it's gonna be Shoto versus Dabi for the rest of the series. Like, as far as matchups go, and like personal gripes go. Like, Shiggy.
I think if Horikoshi did a really good thing this arc, it's setting up everybody's rivalries. Yeah. Setting up everybody's rivalries. What's it called? We got Dabi Shoto, obviously Deku Shiggy. Ochiko Toga, like it's time. I just think that's dope. I'm not disagreeing with nobody.
Bakugo and Death.
I can't.
That ain't a rival. That would mean
Come on.
unless he loses.
I think what I'm trying to say is going off what you said. If Endeavor dies, right? In society is not going to forget. As far as Hero Society is concerned, they're still going to think Endeavor is a piece of shit, even after he's dead, right? His family, though, I feel like they will probably still have that same amount of hatred, but just it'll be a little less than it was like when he was alive. But that's what I'm saying. Going off his death, once all of this happened, the future is going to be where Darby will represent the tyrannical, power-driven, obsessed side of Endeavor, whereas Todoroki will become the symbol that Endeavor hoped he would be. And eventually, when they do have that final battle, it'll impact not just both of them or the Todoroki family. It's going to impact society's stand on what Endeavor represented as a whole.
I think that would be dope, but it just, because we know that he came, like, he was, his original quote unquote ideology for wanting to join was because of Stain. So it's like, I wonder if that was something that he actually genuinely believed in, because it's like, it's not like Stain didn't have a point. These heroes are kind of trash, money hungry, but like money hungry, power hungry, all that. So it's like, I wonder if that's an actual, out of everything he's learned as a growing boy, I wonder if that's an actual ideology that he likes or believes in, because he came in through the Stain ideology. That's how they found him, because he wanted to do things to do with Stain, even if obviously he had an ulterior motive. I just think that I wonder if that Stain ideology is something he would think of, because it's like, my father is one of those trash ass heroes, so it's like, I think Stain kind of spitting is what I think he would think to himself.
Yeah, that's probably what initially grabbed him, and he probably thought he could do more damage in a group than alone, and just bide time until
that's the only thing.
Confront his father.
That's the only thing that I only say that because, like how Grin said that they could be those two revolving sides of Endeavor. It's just like, do you think, like, say he does mess with the Stain ideology, I can't imagine him just wanting to be stronger just to be stronger. But it's like, obviously that's my own headcanon. So like we just wouldn't know. But it's just like, I still at this point I wonder what Dabi would want to do, because even remember in the beginning, was it the beginning? I guess the beginning of this arc when he was fighting Hawks, he was straight up said, I don't give a fuck. He didn't cry about Twice now. He didn't care. So it's like, I wonder like where he just lies. I'm just wondering where Dabi's gonna be in the end of all this, because I could surely see him not even being in the League of Villains, but being an actual villain, yes. But being in the League of Villains, I could see him not. But
to be honest, after this, he's done everything he needs to do, though.
Dabi can't go off into his own
exactly
thing,
what I'm saying.
And Shoto would be chasing him down, which would take Shoto away from the main group, and they would have to try to fill that power vacuum.
Or maybe not chasing him down like specifically, but like that is like his main goal out of everybody. Like obviously we still working together or whatever. However this works after this war is over. But it's just
I don't think he's leaving the league, because like that would just go against.
Yeah, that's my question.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was more so that was more so the question I was asking. Like, what did y'all think about like kind of the things that I was saying? But so you don't think I don't even have an answer for it, because it's like I could very well see him saying it. I could very well see him leaving, but like how Spinner said that shit to Toga, I hope fucking Dabi heard that shit, was like, man, this shit is my family, because I wouldn't like that. It's like, I'm slowly liking the League of Villains more and more and more. I really like the League of Villains. So it's like, if he comes back and it's just like, this is my fucking family. Fuck you, Endeavor. We smoking an Endeavor pack. I'm like, yes, sir. We smoking an Endeavor pack.
I just think it has to do with what Shigaraki does here, because in this chapter you see that One For All is saying that all that's left is to order Makia
to retreat,
to do a retreat. But Makia is asking for the next order. And I think that Shigaraki is going to overcome one for all. He one for all wants to give the order for retreat, and I think Shigaraki's not gonna let that happen.
And I think
I think Maki gonna fall asleep too.
I think the thing that pushes, and I think that thing that's gonna push Shigaraki over the edge is finding out that Twice is not alive.
Yeah.
I think
I
that's
just
I
wonder
think
when
that's
he's gonna find it though. Probably
that-
right here.
Huh? You mean find out?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Right
Yeah,
No,
probably.
it- honestly, if he finds out here, it would take away from everything going on with Dobby.
Oh well, no,
He's
I don't
probably-
think literally right now, exactly now. But I
mean,
think
like
in
in
this
the-
in this scenario of them all being together is when
The
they're gonna
final
find out, because like
maybe
I think it's gonna be before this war is over that he finds out, because it's like I think some shit gonna happen, but we'll see. I don't think the note we end on is gonna be a Dobby note. I mean a
sure
Todoroki note. I don't think so.
well, no, because we're playing the waiting game for Best Genius to show up.
Oh yeah.
But like he about to come. Like
The fuck is he gonna do? I
They
don't
did
know
say
what
that
he
the-
gonna
the
do.
aircraft was
Man,
on the plane.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, I gotta read Vigilantes. If Twitchy was here,
Yeah,
that's
I
what
was
the
about
fuck
to
y'all
say,
would tell me. You gotta read Vigilantes.
If you read Vigilantes, you might know what he's gonna do.
Fine. I mean, well, I get unbanned. I'm not reading this shit on stream. I mean, I might. I really don't want to though. I'm gonna read it on my own soon. But nah, I know that's exactly what Twitchy said. I had to throw it in there because he was saying if you read Vigilantes, you know what he do. But guess what I'm about to say? I ain't read Vigilantes. The fuck he gonna do? Nothing. Alright, cool. He could do something. You know what I'm saying? That's my guy, Best Genius. No, I'd be happy to see him again. That'd be clean. They put a hole in my boy. Took a Kamehameha. They put a hole in his chest, bro. I'm like, damn. They showed it in the anime too. I was surprised. I'm like, okay.
So you know how you said how you said that we were talking about how there might be a third party. So we have the heroes, we have the villains, and we said that there might be Stain followers as like a separate faction altogether.
Yeah.
I was just thinking that what if instead of Stain as a faction, like what if Stain becomes the representative of the shady hero commission that we were talking about?
I think he will. I think he unwillingly will, because I don't think he wants to.
Yeah, and Dobby will side with the hero commission, which I said
side
I had
with the hero commission. You said hero commission, or you talking about with Stain? You said Dobby.
So I feel like the Stain will become like a kind of like a kind of like representative of the shady hero commission.
Oh.
And Dobby being a Stain follower will, like, that could be a possibility, but then
I can't see.
To be fair, I don't know what Dobby's up to. Like, I can't read him that well.
I think the shady hero commission is what Stain hates. I can't see that, because like the shady hero commission, the hero commission is already shady and is why I think Stain hates it the way he does. So it's like, if anything, I could see those two like working together, like to be on some not make the heroes better, but fuck these trash ass heroes, like, because that's what Stain resorted to. He's like, fuck it, since we just gonna keep appointing dumbass heroes, I'm gonna keep killing the dumbass heroes. So it's like I feel like it could be on that, but the organization themselves, as we see it, are already pretty shady. So it's like I think that's what Stain dislikes personally.
Yeah, you're right. Never mind. I
still agree with them working together. I still agree with that part. So you know, still agree with that shit.
So here is my theory on how I think the commission had something to do with the fourth user's death.
Mm-hmm.
Going back to what All Might said about the villains, that villains aren't the only ones who want power. Obviously, that's like easily, like, I can easily see that if the hero commissions want, power, or want to know more about One for All and extract it and probably like experiment on it and, just generally build up the kind of force. But I also think here's the interesting part. I don't think the hero commission is specifically run by somebody who has a quirk. I think the people who are shady are specifically people who don't have a quirk, like the ordinary humans, which is something which is really unique, is that we see very little people who are ordinary humans. Like, for example, Detective Tsukauchi, he's probably one of the only
like
people
20%.
It's 20%.
I can actually really see that because that kind of goes back to, you wonder how old the Hero Commission is, because heroes themselves, like, their whole structure is pretty old. So the older we get, the less quirks we have. So I just kind of, I can see that.
So here's something that I like thought up of when I was talking to a friend of mine, and I was like spitballing, and we came across like an idea. My guess is that back then, the Hero Commission is the one that set up the death of the fourth user, because they wanted, the one for all power. And I will go into how I think they know about the one for all's transferable like limit or requirement, like it has to be willingly transferred to another user. So I'll go into that, but I think they are the ones that set up the fourth user, and because the fourth user being the fourth user, and my assumption is that he's pretty smart, or he's at least self-aware as a hero. That is probably why he chose Daigoro Banjo, the fifth user. My assumption here is that the Hero Commission wanted to take One for All to experiment on it and manifest it in different ways. It's quite possible that they may have wanted it to, experiment on it as like a super serum for ordinary humans, or for ordinary, soldiers, or basically like the army or something like that, right? Now, here's the thing. I feel like one of the people who created the Hero Commission was also a user, right? A very early user. Like maybe the second or third or something.
You said who?
Like that.
You said who was the user? My bad.
I said I think one of the people who created the Hero Commission,
okay,
like who founded the Hero Commission, was a One for All user.
Okay, that'd be dope.
Which is why that the Hero Commission, as long as it has been, would probably gain information on how One for All works. Okay. It's quite possible that the person who was a who started the Hero Commission, like they may have had an ulterior motive or an ulterior goal, which is why as the generations went on, the Hero Commission recruited not only quirk users, but they also recruited like probably humans, to give a fair counsel or whatnot. But it's quite possible that in the background, while they're running ordinary hero society, they have some sort of like secret plan to create maybe super soldiers, like how the Nomu are like super soldiers for the villains. The hero society might have like a secret super soldier for ordinary humans.
I wouldn't put it
so
past
I wouldn't be surprised if the Hero Commission is basically like a bunch of super powerful, like super smart scientists, where they've created some sort of like mechanism or power where it affects the quirks directly, which is also why they know that the that's how they would know that the One for All is willingly transferred from one person, because the person who founded the Hero Commission was a One for All user.
Yeah,
they just never had access to One for All because it was willingly transferred from one person to another person.
Might be why they have like those, like that the files of people, the files of all those quirk users collected together. I think I'm 90% positive All Might said he did that on his own, but it's like, sure. Sure, buddy. I'm sure you did.
The only thing I have with that theory is that I just feel like if the Hero Commission was involved with the quirk, I feel like they would have been like making sure who got the quirk.
Yeah, that was I was gonna say something more along the lines of would try to control it more, but I feel like, but I like what you said more. I like what you said more, but I do feel like they would kind of control it, but that is the perfect way for them to do it on some Ruby shit.
I think that's why they set up the fourth user's death, because they never had access to One for All, because it was willingly given from the user to the next user.
Yeah.
Right. Because they never had access to to the ultimate power, the stockpiling power, the ability to actually like gain n number of quirks and experiment on it.
Yes.
That's why over the years they became more nefarious and more like shady as and when society progressed.
Okay. Townzie, I'm about to get ready for work, fam.
No,
Thanks
do
for
your
having
thing.
me, man.
Absolutely. You know you're
Go
always welcome.
chapter.
Go
Y'all
chapter,
be good,
bro.
Vontae.
Yeah.
Grin,
Dustin.
Sherm.
Hey,
Sherm
thanks.
trash.
Twin.
I appreciate your perspective.
You're trash, Sherm. I love you though.
We know.
Okay, I love you
I
too,
love you,
man.
Sherm.
All that.
I love you
Yes,
too.
sir.
Alright,
All
we good.
agree. All right, twin.
All right.
No, but I do. I like that. I just like he was saying. I feel like they would try to control it more, but it's like, can you? Because of the whole willing thing, it's just like, sure, you can be doing what the Hero Commission says, but still, how willing are you to give that quirk over? But it's like, it might be just as simple as, alright, well, you can fucking have the quirk, I guess. It's like, maybe you have to be that willing. It's like, but do you have to be really like fucking, you want to give this person a quirk? I feel like it's the first thing I said. But it's like, I feel like they would also, try to control it more. But I like the idea of one of the offer one users being that. Because another thing I was going to say, actually, now I'm thinking about it, before he said that, I was actually going to say, that makes me wonder if the Hero Commission, what you said makes me wonder if the Hero Commission is still staying true to whatever their original goal was in the first place. Because it's like,
They probably aren't.
that's exactly, because like how you said, like if it's the one for all user, and it's like, oh, well, he's out of here, he's dead, it's time to, we change this shit now. So you saying that made me think that. So it's like, I think they're not even, well, now that you say that, in that case, I would think that they're probably not even going on their going for the original goal no more.
Yeah, they probably aren't. That's why for the last couple of generations they've been up to shady stuff, because like ever since the founder is dead, like they have their own nefarious goals and like their own things. They probably think that, like superheroes think they're so cool, and like ordinary humans are underrepresented and like they're made fun of because they don't have any powers or something. So we want to have a voice, so we want to do this and something like that. Like that could be a thing. That could be like their reasoning for why they're doing the things they are doing.
No, I disagree with that. No, what's it called? So that just, that brings up a lot of questions. I don't know. I feel like obviously we've gone into like the amount of headcanon territory we've gone into for the Hero Commission is boundless.
Right.
But I feel like it's just like there's just no way that they're not like this. They put Dobby in the League of Villains. There's no, not Dobby. I am retarded. They put Hawks. I do that all the times. They put Hawks in the League of Villains or whatever. Not only that, but like, whatever happened between Hawks and Best Jeanist? Do we really think that was Hawks' idea to just pull up on Best Jeanist and just like, all right, it's time? Because I don't.
It definitely isn't. No,
it was 100% the Hero Commission's,
and that's
it was also the Hero Commission's idea in the second movie to send all the kids to an island without any pro heroes for support.
And that's why it's like, yeah, it might be headcanon, everything we talking about this Hero Commission, but can't nobody say it's not based off of logic.
Right. Well, like, hence I say it has some potential, but they could also just be extremely stupid and inept and run by idiots.
There's no, that would be so ass. No. It's like, oh yeah, we're a Hero Commission, but we just don't know what the fuck we doing. What?
If only the Hawks, if that whole Hawk situation, like if that wasn't a thing, then I would like it because it'd be funny. But since him sending him there and all that, and
they know what they're doing.
General, nah, they can't.
They know what they're doing because they've been training him since he was a little boy, and that's why it's like that's probably why he was so shocked, because it's like, why would Hawks immediately give a shit if Dobby told him who he was? Because it's like, that's something that you put two and two together. Most people got to put two and two together. We quite literally saw Shoto and Endeavor's son and brother. We saw them putting two and two together. Off rip, Hawks was like, so it's like, if they was, and we said, I think we said this in the previous podcast, or maybe we talked about this in the Discord. They like around the same age, Hawks and Dobby. Okay, you're right. So yeah, they're if they're around the same age, it's, all of that is just within the realm of possibility.
That's why I think the Hero Commission raised Darby. They found Toya's body recovered from the accident and tried to hate him and tried to recruit him as whatever agent or something. But Toya being Toya doesn't give two fucks about thing. He's just driven by revenge and like his own purposes and what he wants to do. That's why he went and left the villains and joined the villains.
Well, yeah, left the hero. No, I just agree with that. I just agree with that. Straight up. I just think that personally, that's probably my headcanon for right now. Probably my headcanon for right now. And we gonna get on this older levels of genius of this man's first appearance being in front of a motherfucking barbershop. We gonna get on this. We gonna get on this older level greatness. Come on. The first thing I get it. That's fairly simple. But it was on purpose, and I don't give a damn. It was clean. It was clean. Come on, man. The first time we see this man is in front of a barbershop, got his shit dyed that time, man. Come on, dog. I hope it's fucking white with red tips in his hair. That should be so cool.
It probably is. That's what I was thinking. It's probably white with red tips.
That should be cool. That's why it's like, bruh, please become a character that I like. Because, again, it was a dope reveal. That's how I feel too. But I still don't care about Dobby. He did not go on my top 5 list. He was not even an honorable mention. So I was like, make me like this man.
We need the Toya origin story, and then we need the Dobby origin story.
Because I showed him like Shoto, and I know that I won't ever. I just know that I won't. I don't care about that. I don't. I already don't give a fuck about fire powers at all. Listen. But Dobby, listen, that's kind of my guy. That's kind of my guy. Y'all know we Ice Nation around this motherfucker. You feel me? I'm trying to see Ray Todoroki fight. That's all. I'm just trying to see. I'm trying to see Ray throw hands. I'm trying to see what the fuck is Giten. Who Ray been fucking? What's been going on there? Who is this Giten, man? I got questions. I just got questions. That's it. That's all. But that's obviously more headcanon shit. But it's like, come on, man, Ice for real? Come on, man, Ice. That's more plausible. That's more plausible than my Inasa theory. that's more plausible.
How many more chapters do you think this arc is gonna end? I mean, this arc's gonna last. I think maybe 10 chapters.
That's what I was. That's what I was gonna say. That's what I was gonna say. 10 chapters. A lot more than Attack on Titan.
He's gonna end it at the big 300.
Oh shit, that is exactly 10 chapters.
Yeah.
Is it exactly? Yeah, it is.
Yes, 10 chapters.
I can see it.
Exactly 10 chapters.
But I'm just like, in 10 chapters. See, but like those 2 little chapters, I don't want to say threw off the pacing, but it's like he was clearly, obviously trying to get through these last 2 chapters to get us here. So I'm wondering, are we gonna get this type? What type of pacing are we gonna like? How much? I'm wondering how much left are we going to get to? Obviously we can name a slew of things that he could do, but it's like at this point it's like how many things he gonna get to, because he wants Offer One wants Shigaraki to get ready to retreat. The heroes know that we probably shouldn't let this menace retreat, and it's like it's just I wonder that's what Horikoshi set up this arc up really good, because it's like at this point anything could happen. A jailbreak surely ain't fucking happening. There's no time and soon. Like how I thought we was gonna happen. A jailbreak surely is not gonna happen no time soon. Well, no time today or this week in their world. But what's up?
I was thinking how many, like, now that we're almost at the big 300, I'm thinking about how many chapters until we get the time skip. Because
I think
I could see maybe around 350.
That was about to be my next question, and you kind of just answered it right there. I was gonna ask if you think there's gonna be another arc before the time skip.
Yeah,
I know technically it's still if there's a time skip, but I still feel like that's a dumb question.
I would say it's gonna be a small 4 to 8 chapter arc, just recapping everything that happened, all the casualties, because surely he ain't able to finish the arc and wrap it up in 10 chapters. So I think that we're going to have a wrap-up arc and then a time skip.
Yeah, so I can see it, like how you said, Grin, 150, but I can see them, I can really see something, if it do happen, something in between 130 and 150. I was thinking 130, but it's like 150 would make sense. Something in between those is what I'm thinking.
You mean 350?
Yeah, that's what I meant. My dumb ass. 350. Yeah, something in between 330 and 350 is what I believe that it'll end up being.
I think that would be the perfect place to actually like set it up,
Because
we'd
like
have ample enough time to see the repercussions of this arc and reflect on Hero Society and all the changes that have to be done.
and then
We'll have to go into see
jailbreak arcs that I want so bad. I want it to be a mini arc. Give me it. You give me Tokyo Ghoul vibes, bitch. You. I just want it. Nah, what's it called? That I want to see a jailbreak arc bad. Well, not arc, but some jailbreak chapters. It don't even need to be an arc. It could be a mini arc. But like, I just want to see it because again, I'm greedy and selfish. but I also
all of them out of there.
But I still do think that something like that can happen within 30 to 50 chapters. That's 30 to 50 chapters. This arc has been 30 to 50 chapters. So it's like, no, I definitely think that I think they can pull it up. Horikoshi can pull it off in the next few chapters. Not next few. What the fuck? In the in the next like 30-ish chapters, 40-ish chapters.
Yeah, it's gonna be good, man, because we'll finally get to resolve all of this. We get to reflect back on, the families of all of the students. We get to see like what's the potential for the future, and then we'll cut away from the heroes and probably go purely into the villains again and see the jailbreak arc there, and then hit the time skip.
Oh yeah, no doubt. That's why it's just like obviously. I say obviously, but sure, it might not be. But obviously, what's it called? If there's a jailbreak, it's gonna be before the time skip because it's like, damn, we're gonna let them rot in there for a while. But it's like, I just wonder how we break away from this arc. Is really just how I just wonder how we break away from this arc because like.
Yeah, the conclusion and resolvement is the most important for this because like. There is so much that's going on right now, so it has to be concluded like effectively without like just saying that they just escape or something. Like
it
has to be done in a good way.
I was saying you got a little buzzing going on there, Graham.
Oh my bad. Sorry.
No, you good.
So I was saying that I think that the way they resolve this has to be effective, and like I've said this, like I don't know how many times I've said this in the Emerald City by now, but they are changing the laws and regulations after this arc.
Oh, of course, yeah.
I am almost 100% sure we're getting the traitor reveal then at that specific moment when they decide, okay, we're gonna remove UA, reflect on everything they've done up till now, since they're not able to keep our children safe and train them to be proper pro heroes. Every time we've seen our children, they've only got injured more and more and more. So UA is going to get thrown.
Yeah,
we're going to have the traitor reveal then, and I also think that that's the time when we see Reed Astro kind of like come into a probably, I don't know whether this is obviously this is a headcanon for now, but it would be cool if he came into the Hero Commission or he came on the Hero Board, which is where villains would have a more prominent and easy access to society if somebody like Reed Astro was the figurehead for the new change in society.
I feel like something like that's gonna happen whether he pulls up on the Hero Commission or not. It's like he's already like a face that people know and love, but he's a face that regular people know and like and love too. So it's like it's not
exactly.
It's that Detnerad. They still don't know. They still don't know. It's like we know but they don't. It's more dramatic irony. But it's like we know but they don't. So it's like he could still be this face of, hey, freeze quirk usage. That's why it's like, remember, that's what they want in Liberation of Quirks. So it's like I could see him. That's why it's like I think something like that's gonna happen whether he joins the Hero Commission or not. I think I'm leaning towards more so he doesn't, because it's like I think they would raise their own type of hell, and like not hell, but it's like let people know. He's like, hey, look at all this shit that happened with the villains. Why y'all still working about these?
Yeah, he would be a good figurehead to put, because if they're trying to change the laws and regulation, and since his entire thing is liberating people from all of the things, he could do that secretly if he was in a position of power as a hero member, or like as one of the representatives of hero society.
I just think that I don't think. See, that's what I'm saying. I'm thinking that like it'd be cool, yes, if he did that. But to me, it'd be cool if he garnered his own attention, made his own noise, but made people pay attention to him by the things that he says, because like that's when people really truly get behind you. Not when you're appointed. It's like, all right, so this is our new hero. No, it's like they look at it for themselves. That's why All Might was talking about Deku and his "I am here" moment. Well, this would be Reed Destro's "I am here" moment.
Definitely.
But I just think that it's just like to make people want to join. This is like, oh, liberation of quirks. You know what? These heroes is trash anyways. I could use my quirk to protect myself and my family. Why do I need these heroes? So that's why.
You think we're gonna have one of those Avengers? You remember in Avengers: Age of Ultron, where the government was trying to control the Avengers?
Yeah.
You think we're gonna have that kind of a situation when this arc ends, where they're like, oh,
I mean,
heroes
the
and
Hero Commission already. The Hero Commission
Probably.
does that already. It stops you from using your quirk if you're not a hero.
But I mean,
Like,
I think he means just like more like trying more outlandish things that they try to start doing, and I just think so. Yeah.
I'm
It's
saying like once the laws and regulations are changed, for the ordinary people to believe in heroes or hero society again, they would need some sort of assurance, right? And obviously, since the incidents in Camino and Hosu City and this is not enough, they probably need something else to believe in. So maybe that's where you're saying Greed Destro will come up as like where we and a bunch of others are like government officials or representatives of the humans or general society's wishes, and like they are in charge of the enforcing the new regulations or laws, along with working with the Hero Commission, obviously.
No, yeah, no doubt. That is that's why this arc is just made just so good, because like the outcomes that could happen are endless, and it's not like none of them we said here are just bad, because I like pretty much most of the 9 times out of 10 the things that we said here I like. Just obviously there's things that I want more. But it's like we of course have things that we want more and less, but like how this arc is built up and like the paths it could diverge to, like how we thinking about it, this is just crazy. Like the possibility, like the things that this arc has done for My Hero is what I need, because it's like I really like I don't know what it is about My Hero that I really like yet. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's the potential of what it could be. Maybe it's the potential that it could be. I could point out to a bunch of things that I like for a bunch of fucking series and shit like that. The characters in Pun Pun, the world building in One Piece, the characters in Air Gear, like the idea of Air Gear, like the concept of Air Gear. I like the concept of Jujutsu Kaisen more than I like the concept of My Hero, but I still say that I like My Hero more, and I don't know why. But I'm thinking that it might, the possibilities of what it could be, but I think that's why I like One Piece a lot at first too, because of the possibilities of what it could be. So it's like the potential that it has, I still got like high potential of what it has based off what it is right now, and if it executes that, I will really like it.
I'm curious though, what do y'all think? Like, say if the League of Villains do a complete takeover, which they will. What do you think it would take for the heroes, or quote unquote heroes, because there ain't gonna be no hero society? So what do you think would it take for them to like basically bring balance, or bring how it was before this war?
I think we're going international. If hero society if villains take over society in Japan, we're definitely going international. Yeah, like that's just what I think. I think so. We obviously know that there is like a larger hero association, not just the one in Japan, but it's like on a global scale. We know that there is a official like a UNESCO of heroes, or whatever it's called, like a WHO of heroes or whatever. Yeah, there's like a global scale of heroes, So I feel like if Japan is considered too dangerous for heroes or for hero society as itself, then any remaining hero forces or students who are heroes currently would have to go abroad. Like, it would be too dangerous for any ordinary student to say that, oh, I'm a hero, and because like the threat to their life would be imminent, so they would have to go abroad.
See, that's why it's like, and it's funny. It's funny how you say like that we going global after this, and like how you said that, because it's like this very chapter. It's just like Endeavor even actually brought it back to the fact that it's like we're just talking about Japan things. For one, they're the top list for Japan's top heroes, or the top list for Japan's top heroes. This very chapter, Endeavor said, after all, I'm this nation's top hero, right? I don't live in that fucking nation. I live I live in America. So I was like, whatever nation he talking about, he's not my top hero. So I was like, he's right. Obviously Japan's top hero. So it's like, I agree with that. I think we're going, I just think we're going international. Yeah, I just find that cool that he said that is this nation's top hero. He's like, he knows he ain't the world's strongest. So it's like,
yeah. My only concern is that I already think that the characters are some of Horikoshi's weakest point of his manga, and going global just adds a lot more characters. So it's going to be, he's already like juggling now, giving everyone light definition.
I personally think he's doing all right for what he got. I think he's doing good for what he's done.
Right, but so just like add a lot more on top of that.
I think he could do it.
Yeah, I do.
I actually think he could.
I just have hope in him to do it. I just think he can.
I just absolutely think it's going to be Naruto syndrome, because a lot of Konoha ninjas beyond Naruto were really cool and had development. Then Shippuden came and they all got backlogged when they started. And
it must suck to be a Naruto fan. Couldn't be me. Gonna be the opposite. I'm listening. My bad. I'm sorry.
That's a possibility, though.
It's a valid concern that I have. That's all I'm saying.
It is. It's valid. I just had to talk shit. Valid. You know me. But no, it's very valid, and it's it's very well possibly could happen. I just have hope. You know what I'm saying? I just have hope. I think that if they do introduce more characters, those characters could help flesh out our characters at the same time as them, possibly. It's just like I just got hope. You know what I'm saying? I already got 86 million characters. It works. I just got hope for Horikoshi. I think Horikoshi's a GOAT and he can do it. You know what I'm saying?
I also think that when Horikoshi was, I don't know, you remember when he was making the movie, the Two Heroes movie, not Rising, Two Heroes with David and Melissa Shield and stuff. He probably hadn't thought this far ahead about like after this arc or like the post time skip. He probably hadn't thought, but that could be a really cool way of like, if they do go abroad, it would be a cool way of making both those characters canon, of like saying that they do exist within the My Hero world. Because I know I'm pretty sure when he was creating the Two Heroes movie, he didn't actually think of like, whether these are canon or not. Because recently when the Heroes Rising movie came out, we know that thing was canon. At least 9 was canon to the official series. So it would be a cool way of like making Melissa and David Shield canon to the story, because we know that All Might went abroad to train.
Ain't they already? Well, ain't they already canon? Don't get me lying. I have no idea.
I don't think so. Not yet.
That's a Twitchy question.
We do know that.
We need Twitchy.
Talking about the Shields
is what canon?
David and Melissa.
David and Melissa. I thought they was canon.
I think so.
Alright, I thought so.
The first movie is more canon than the second, thankfully.
The Lord. Please.
If they went abroad, can you imagine if we went abroad and we saw Melissa Shield?
That'd be crazy.
Like a full-fledged scientist.
I think
who is assessing our heroes.
At this point, it's like if we do go to America, I just think we will. I just think we will. I just think we will. I think I got like. Maybe that's a spoiler that I'm not gonna say here now, and I think about it. I think I got spoiled on team up things, so it's like I feel like it. I think it just might happen, but Nah, I don't think she was a spoiler or anything. I don't know what I was spoiled on, but I was spoiled on some teammate things. It's a good thing I don't remember, I guess. Shit. I guess it's a good thing I don't remember. No, but shit, we had some good conversation. It's been damn near 2 hours. We got closing thoughts, friends, family, city.
All I know is that Dobby, he just changed the whole shit. He just ended the whole Hero Society career.
Yeah, he ain't done. No, he didn't end it. Not
he's starting.
Yes, sir.
He's in the process of. You get ahead of myself, you know. But
no, it's coming. Oh, it's coming, sir. It's coming, my good man.
Yeah, that's why I felt personally that it was my bad, sure.
I'm saying he's just another straw on the camel's back. Like, all of this has been building towards the downfall of Hero Society. He was like a pack of straw, but he's just another building block.
Oh fuck! What if he talk about
single-handedly? He's not single-handedly changing the whole game.
I just thought about it. Not only that. What if they talk about? What if he brings up and talks about their #1 rated Hero Hawks? And how he was and what he was doing. He about to fuck everything up. See, man, if things go how my headcanon don't go,
they wouldn't have been able to pre-record that. I don't think.
No, not pre-recorded. Like, ain't he talking to them right now? No, I'm capping. I'm still thinking headcanon. Whoopsie doodles, my bad. Whoops. Never mind. I'm sorry. I'm capping.
I preferred our headcanon of the live stream because
I wanted that so
that stuff.
Bad. I wanted that.
I know,
but I like the pre-recorded.
I preferred our headcanon.
I feel like the possibilities of what he does with the pre-recording could be endless. So my headcanon for that right now is superseding my old headcanon. So my new headcanon is superseding my old. See, this is how it works. Cause it's like you gotta for me to dislike something like 7 Deadly Sins, you know how hard that is. Do you see how much protective covering of headcanon that I have? Do you know how hard it is for me to actually dislike something? So it's like, you know what I'm saying, 7 Deadly Sins really did some shit. because it's like I got all the protective layering of headcanon because that's what keeps me sane. Like, it's like I just think something else is gonna happen. I don't know what to tell you. I just think you're incorrect. Not y'all, but just like this is how I talk about the situation. I hit my elbow. I know I said closing thoughts and then went on a tangent. I don't know if we still had any closing thoughts or not. Anybody?
Nah, that's it. Just Dobby.
Dobby
right now.
I want to call him Goaty, but he ain't there yet. He ain't even, you know what I'm saying? He ain't close yet. But we gonna see though. We gonna see.
Him and Shiggy both had their little, I guess you could say, monologue. It's different times. Like Shiggy
had a few of them. Shiggy had monologues plural.
And then the one you said like around maybe 10 chapters ago or so. I forgot exactly what was going on at that time, but he was talking that shit too.
No. Oh yeah, when he was Dobby, when he was talking to
Shigaraki.
Oh, okay, yeah. I about to say because Dobby did it to us a few times. I'm thinking about it too with the Hogs twice situation. He, you know what I'm saying? He was talking. He was spitting. These motherfuckers been spitting all art too. They've been talking. They've been throwing them hands and vocabulary. They've been throwing hands and vocabulary this whole time. You know what I'm saying?
Something that we've never gotten early on. You know?
You said what?
I said I have only two things that I have only two things I want to know, I want to see, and we've already talked about this in the previous podcast, which is basically Monoma's squad and then Redestro, and that's it.
Yeah, those would be dope, especially Monoma's squad because we ain't seen that. Redestro, and I know we know that Meatball's fucking father is is the head of the jail, but it's like I want to know if Shiketsu's like what was up with why. That's supposed to be the number 2 school. Inasa's a goon. Like, alright, well, okay, whatever. I just want to know if there's anything with that. But no, yeah, need that. But for right now, we go ahead and call it a stream. We call it a podcast this time because dope ass conversation. Gotta get the fuck up out of here. It's been clean. I always enjoy these. This one specifically I've enjoyed because it's like this. Not only this chapter, but the free-form conversation was clean too, you know what I'm saying? Love some free-form conversation. Yeah, no topics this time, so that's fine. It'd be like that sometimes, but shout out to anybody who pulled up this stream. We appreciate the absolute hell out of y'all. And shout out to anybody who pull up to the premiere, #premiere gang. Y'all already know what's going on. But from us, again, once more, appreciate y'all for coming through. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. Like I always say, pull up to the Twitch stream. Hello. Pull up to the Discord. We be talking. And y'all have a good ass.